to start with, what is our focus? You know, you may have noticed on the first slide, and it's repeated here, that the board and the employees got together on a mission statement about 7 years ago, and we said we want to be your trusted and preferred energy provider. Trusted and preferred energy provider. What does that mean? Well, because of the 1984 legislation, if you live in our territory, you don't have a choice whether we serve you or not. But we would like to act and serve you in such a way that if you had a choice, you would prefer us, you would pick us. So that governs how we think when we are interacting with our membership. What about trusted? Wow. Does anybody trust leadership anymore for anything? It's really, really sad that so much of our media and even our political environment, at least on the national level, that there's so little trust in what anybody says. But we have the opportunity, because we're your neighbor, because we go to church with you, because we're at the ball field with you. We have the opportunity to act in such a way in our private lives, and especially in our dealings with you, where we earn your trust. And that's what we seek every day. And energy issues are very complicated, and they're certainly evolving rapidly. But we want to be the source of information for what's happening with energy issues and help you so that together we can educate our legislators and we can influence the future course of regulation and energy legislation. So our first focus is safety. We always say that every day that our first thought is, and we do this in prayer, we pray for our employees. As you know, our linemen do hazardous work. We operate hazardous equipment. This year, our prayer for safety has come right out of Psalm 91. I woke up this morning singing Psalm 91. I won't sing it for you today, but it's the psalm that says, "He who dwells under the wings of the shadow of the Almighty." Well, now I can't quote it. But we are to dwell under the Lord's protection. And the passage in chapter 91 of Psalms that really struck me was that He delivers us from the noisome pestilence. Now, so one of our big safety issues this year has been the pandemic. That's why we're not having a physical meeting. That's why we're spread out in this room. But one of the reasons that things are going so well at your cooperative is every day we seek to honor God in what we do. We seek to acknowledge God. And as we have dealt with these overwhelming issues relating to the pestilence and storms, we cry out every day for God to watch over and protect us. Psalm 91 also has a passage about God sending His ministering angels to watch over us. So safety first. It starts with how we train and the equipment that we provide our employees. It goes to our attitude of seeking God for protection and just the faith that we have that whatever we do, He's watching over us. The other part of our focus is always the membership. Back in since about the 80s, if you went to business school, you were taught in your MBA program that what everything was all about was maximizing profits, stockholder value. Your cooperative nation and your cooperative network has a completely different viewpoint. We're not for profit. We're all about serving our members in areas that are not economically feasible to serve, and everything we do has in mind what's best for the member. So this slide shows some of our values. Can I have the next slide? And finally, our customer service vision statement, lighting up members' lives, empowering through storms together. I'm going to unpack that with the next slide.